The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hello everyone, Basil Chapman. This is the Tiger Technicians Hour on this Monday, the 29th of September, just about to wrap up the month. And of course, we've got the funding coming up. I think it's today. It's just hard to keep up with everything that's going on. Most importantly, what I want you to say is, look, the Dow ran to an all-time high at 46,714, and that was on the 23rd, and I forgot to put the date in, 23rd of April. 23rd of April, 23rd of September, and let me just put that in, 9/23. And the way I'm looking at this, and I went through this with subscribers, I said there's really nothing much that we can do for my Friday afternoon overview video. I'm just trying to finish this up here at 2:25. There you go. Because we've got our positions. I love our positions. Many are at all-time highs or very close to all-time highs. We're starting other positions very selectively. But even more important than that is that this 9 period. Oh, did I do that? Yes, I think I did. I'll do it again right now because I think it's just so important. Look at this. Let's make this the Dow, INDU. Open it up, and look what we've got. Look at this, the green 9-period moving average. You see what's happening here? You see that in this particular instance, how the price went up, then it made this rectangle, then the price even gapped down. But this black 14-period moving average was not pierced by this green line to go pink. And it's the same thing here. We had a pullback 3 sessions ago, Thursday, and look how the price is just held beautifully. So I love this. This is just telling me that up until now, we have been correct in just holding the long position. We did have a short position on just for that very brief pullback. Took a 1.2% loss. I don't mind that because when the market moves up, it just more than makes up for it. Now look what's going on. So the Dow at this particular point is down 13 at 46,233. But the two most important lines, the green line above the 14 or the green line slipping to pink under the 14, as long as it's above that, I like that action. Just make it as simple as possible. Let me just get rid of this because I wanted to show you what's going on behind. So here's the 1-minute chart. We've just made a peak C1, C2 at the 200-period moving average in the 1-minute chart. The 10-minute chart made that peak G with a double top. And now it's gone pink. And we're very close to seeing the 9-period moving, at least attempting in the 5-minute chart, in the 5-minute chart, attempting to go green, but it hasn't. So within this context, the action is really, I have to admit, surprising, because all weekend I kept saying, oh, yeah, what can they do? What can they say? You always have the market very nervous when you get these government funding weekends coming up. And so far, it's held beautifully. Now, okay, let me go through this. I want to finish this up because I had a lot of questions. So, S&P. So the question came in. So Basil, what's your stance? Stance, just very simply at this particular point, all the positions are long. We're very fortunate for the what I call the portfolio. Many are at or very close to all-time highs. And even more significant is that the choice that we made, even when it pulls back, this is not going to last, but we've had, for instance, gold. I skipped. I shouldn't have done that. Gold right now, all-time high, up 48. So our gold position, the PHYS, is trading, and this is spot physical gold units, all-time high. Look, monthly chart, G/C, weekly chart. I can call that an F, but it's really more like an F/C at this particular point. Still very strong. I don't have to worry about the notation. At this point, I like to have it correct, but I believe that there's an alternate count potential, and the daily just recycled, and we're at an all-time high. So this is very, very good. For those of you who actually have the GDX, also beautiful action, all-time high, up $1.48 to 76.16, market vectors gold minus. So as I see it, there are certain signs that I am monitoring in my Chapman wave notation, especially this weekly chart and the unbalanced volume, which is saying the gold contract just slightly different to the gold miners, but they're very similar. But the gold contract itself has a 9-period exponential moving average in the weekly chart that says, gee, you got to expect some pullback. Big deal. So you pull back for 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks went from the low of 36.60 to today's high of 38.60. So we got 200 points. So you give back 200 points, 250 points. Then you look and say, okay, now what's happening? Which stocks have held? But most importantly, it's a very easy thing. Anybody can look at the chart and say, oh, that looks oversold. What I'm saying is that the stochastic at 83% is now a little bit lower in the daily chart. The MACD is still good. Retro strength is good. On balance is overbought. Stochastic's pulling back. But the stochastic in the weekly chart at 94%, over 10 points higher than the daily. The MACD is still expanding. Look at this. The histogram's still expanding. I can't get in the way. I can just say it's an amazing move. I have to call it generational. In terms of gold, look at the gold contract. It doesn't usually do. Look at that, a beautiful move back in 2018 from about July, August, and it went from I'll give you the price exactly. The price here, it gets smoothed out, but the price at the moment is 1724, and went all the way to 24 something, 25.45. Hey, that's a lot of points. And then it went sideways. It went sideways for a few years with the cup formation, then the W formation, and then the breakout. And this breakout, you remember, I always like to look at this. Years and years ago when I started doing technical analysis, I noticed that a flat sideways move, especially back in 2000, I don't have it anymore, at least I don't think I have it, with XAU, had this flat bowl formation. You got the deep dish pizza. I don't like that. I like flat. So this had this long, flat, bowl-type formation, and then it broke to the upside. And I like to think if there was a measured move and you could put your protractor right here and you could swing from that level all the way, not always, but on major moves when you got a flat base. Even this here, look, this is a flat base. But in this case, the shorter one, you can take your protractor and say, hey, there's a chance that you could give a swing all the way in X to Y lineage, right? This is the factor right here. You can go from horizontal to vertical. It's not quite the same, and I wish I could measure it, but I can't. But it looks pretty close, right? And I have a fib number at 39.35. My fib numbers, I don't seem to measure them as well as Larry, who seems to get nailed in within pennies, but this is what I've got. And we're getting close. We're at 38.55 right now. All right, so I have to go back. Just briefly, I want to show you. So we've got the S&P. Right here, there's the music. I can hear it. Yes, Al. About 2/3 of the way going to the 66.99 all-time high, and the IWM. I just want to get that in quickly. Not quite as strong. In fact, just given back some. I'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
So let me just do this. I want to finish it up quickly. So look at this. So you've got high-grade copper finally having a really good move, up 11 cents at 44.88. And let me go to this straight away because I had some questions about it. So I think it was, I can't remember if it was Jared or Jim. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I was asked about VGZ. And VGC is acting very nicely here, but it's in a rectangle. It's just kind of stuck for the moment. And you did get out at a very good price. And now getting back in, you had said you wait for a little bit more of a pullback. I'm kind of with you right now. If you've kept some, that's fine. Just don't do anything with that. But the new added position, I got to watch this very closely. Why? Because it's a big percentage at 2.17. If it goes down to 1.96, that's a pretty big percentage. And then if it takes out 1.94, it'll go quite a bit lower. I'm just saying there, hold off. Next thing was AUST. AUST is, did I even put what it is? Were we looking at this? Yeah, this is Austin Gold Core. It's the same thing. It had a big spike, went to just about 209, 208, and now it's at 1.881. I'm just going to say hold just a little bit long. If you're not in it, this one I would just. This is a little too speculative for me right now, just because the percentages are big. If it takes out 163. And it could do that. I mean, this is just a penny stock, right? Then it could be stuck for a little while. But the other one that you were looking at, I'm going to say Freeport McMoran. This is a copper and gold. Why is it not working for me? FCX. There it goes. That's it. Had a huge dive. I don't know what that dive was. It coincided with copper. It goes from the 46 level, whoosh, down to 35. I mean, whoo, that is one big move. And now it's got a nice move up. And I'm going to say to you, why not do this? because you were interested in Friday. I'm sorry, if it was Friday, I would have said, I'm going to have to say to you, wait a little bit. But if it starts to trade over the high, and I wouldn't have known what the high was for the day, the high of the day, then you can start a nibble on that side, a little more than a nibble, and that would have been at 36.31. So the 32s, now it's quite a bit higher. It's at 37.63. But I'm going to say the same thing. Why? Because the 200-period moving average in the weekly is at 38.53. So if you get in now at 37.69, I wouldn't get too carried away. Just get in, and I definitely would have, at least to start off with, I'd have a 2-point stop. But if it can start to get into this really ugly candle, which means that it tackles 38.53, the 200-period moving average, it can't stop dead there. It has to move quickly to the 39.23 area because it has to show it's got the strength to treat the 200-period moving average as a way station, or at least, what did I stop at yesterday? A service station along the turnpike. So that's what you got to do, because it's very important that it doesn't stall. If it stalls, it's going to lose upside momentum. And I would treat it as a trade just in the beginning. We're right now I think in the next couple of weeks, we're in for a kind of a whippy situation. And in fact, in many ways, we have been in one, even though the market has generally gone higher. There have been a lot of stocks that have been sideways with a very big trading range. Freeport FCX, Freeport McMoran is one of those. So I'm saying, yes, this one's a little different. I like it. SCCO, let's see what that's doing. That's Southern Copper. Yep, not an all-time high. That was 127.30 back in May of 2024. It slumped down to the 73 area, and now it's within pennies of the high of last week. So it's 121.25, doing well. So yes, I that's what I'm liking. Okay, with that said, next question came in. Could I look at, what happened? A couple of questions. LTBR, Lightbridge. LTBR, have I done everything I wanted? I'm not sure. Okay, LTBR is Lightbridge Corporation, Advanced Nuclear Fuel, ADV. Is that Advanced Nuclear Fuel? Well, that's what it says. So I'm just going to go right here. Going to refresh, there it comes. Okay, so monthly chart, could be an alternate count. I've got it in leg F for now. Very good action. Let me just see where the all-time high is. All-time high was a spike up into the 57-ish area back in 2018. I think it was January, and that was it. Lights out for the nuclear fuel. It came all the way down to the single digits, and this is the first time that it's showing some follow-through strength. Weekly charts improved, keeps having like a stair-step move, sharp move up, then a sharp move, less than sharp move down, and then a sharper move up, and then it pulls back. So now I have to look at this closely. 22.58 LTBR, ABC, overlapping wave. So that's an A. That's a B. Still didn't get to the C. That's an A. And then this is a C. So this is a C. Therefore, you have to wait for it to get to the D, because the D is still incomplete. A. A. Another AB. And that doesn't become a C. That picks up their previous D, and it's gone from a D, pulls back sharply to the 14-period moving average, and now has run sharply to 22.43. It's up 99 cents. So what was the question? Oh. Shh. Should I add to this or wait? Woo-wee. Let's just go look at all the fuel stocks. UEC, one of my favorites, which we actually don't have at this time. Starting to stall a little bit. Another one, starting to stall just a little bit, but it's done fantastically. All I can say is that LTBR. I like it. And it's at 22, and it could quite easily pull back to the 20 or even the 1941 green 9-period moving average, even the 1837, which is the 14-period moving average. I like it. Now you're in this, and the question is, should you add in this multi-year high? And I'm just going to say yes, but I would split it. I would start a small, very small, of the position you're about to start, like 1/3. You can go in here, 2250, expecting that in this leggy doji candle, it should pull back. The reason why I'm saying that, the momentum, everything about it has been so strong. Just the MACD, no, not even the MACD, is still expanding the histogram. I like it very much. So 1/3, you just started here, expecting that it's going to, hoping actually that it pulls back. And what you want, a move like this, you don't want a sharp pullback that within, what's the day, Monday, the 29th? Yeah, so what's the week from today would be October the 6th. You don't want, by the 6th, this thing's trading under the 25th of September low, which is at 17.08. This has to be just, it holds, it pulls back a little bit, it struggles, and then another third. So 1/3 of the position you were going to put on here at 22.55, another third at between 22.70 and 22.30, and the other third, don't do anything. So it's not a big amount, but it's cumulative, because if you get at least 2 of the positions and it starts to trade in the 24.80 to 25 area, that's great. And then you miss one of the positions and it's doing very nicely. That's the nicest way to add. I think I hear music. Oh, don't I? Yes, there it is. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians out, Dow's down 15, S&P's up 30.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstadt's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstadt releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, You choose the direction. Visit direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
So a question came in about AVAV. I've liked it for a very long time. And then there was an interview, I believe, with Kramer, where the guy said that it's underrated because we're doing great, he said. And I looked at it and I thought this was when the stock was down here. I think that earnings report was just, the market perceived it as disappointing, so it was down to the 220s. Here it is, it's almost 320, 100 points higher. I've loved it for a long time, spoken about it. It's actually on our list as one of those that I want to subscribe just to keep following and to look at. We haven't got into it because we've gone into other things. But this is very nice. So this is the AeroVironment Inc. drones. And then there was another one that was mentioned some time ago. And then I'd seen it because it showed up on my list as a screamer and also didn't get into it, even though I loved it. I mean, there's just so much you can do, right? And ORNDT. So where do I think this can go? It's over the expansion, the Fibonacci expansion. So the stocks that go into the 305 to 315 area very often kind of drift towards the 340s over a period of time. So that's kind of where I would look at it. Most importantly, I'd rather be looking at what support is it. Support is if it closes under 298, underneath the 300 level, 298, 292 to 283 is the green 9-period moving average and the 14-period moving average. Doing great. ONDS is another one. ONDS, this is in Ondas Holdings, Inc., private wireless data and autonomous drone solutions for industry and government, because I've been saying to subscribers, we've got to be in this area. Haven't got into that area, actually, but we're in others that are doing very well that actually relate to it. So it's up today, up 92 cents at 8.58. It's going to get out of the teens very soon. Very strong action. It's the left side high that I was looking at, and that's taken out. That's the high, that candle high, peak A minus, because it failed at that level, May of 2022 at 8.30. So we are now nicely higher above that. That makes the whole area of $7.44 to $7. The moving averages, key support, very short term. I like it. Now, what notation? It looks like I have to call it a G state. Just to continue the notation, when the 9-period moving average is very strong, together with the MACD 9-period differential very strong, which it isn't, then I just say continue going alphabetically up, but be prepared that when it gets to G, call it G/C. When it has the bumpy MACD, then I look at it and I say, all right, now what do we do? And in this particular instance, that 9-period moving average is so strong. The MACD is strong, but it took a little while to restart. I then look at the stochastic, and that's at 85%. That says there's enough room, residual room, to have a pullback and go to a D and then pull back. Looking out, the candle that I'll be looking at is the halfway marker of the wick of this candle, the monthly candle of November of 2021, high of 1174, low of 734, and the midpoint of the candle, so the wick of the candle is $10. So at any point, if this starts to trade for a day, I'll say intraday, but this is a monthly candle, and it goes way back. So I use it just as a historical antenna, that's all, and which corresponds to the wireless data, right? And I just say, if it ever gets to that 10 level, that month, it should very quickly try to go to the high of 11.74. It's a work in progress. It's doing fantastically. The technicals in the weekly chart suggests that the on-balance volume in the weekly chart is a little overbought. Stochastics at 95%. More than that, you can't ask for. Now, this is very unusual for those experts in the den who use whose relative strength, when it gets overbought, and in this case, in my instance, it goes from gray to red, that's usually a tip-off to say, keep in mind that this is now, for the first time, having a very important component, the relative strength index, overbought, and it's been overbought. I haven't seen a chart like this for a very long time. Since August of 2025, it's a weekly chart. So it's the whole, it's August, whole of September, and we're about to go into October. That just says to me, at some point, be prepared that if this takes a dive, that relative strength going underneath 100%, I believe, not 100%, that'll be 80%, would suggest that it's starting to fail and it's going to take a good few weeks to digest. It hasn't done that yet. Okay, next question that came in. Oh, Trump imposes 100% tariffs on foreign movies. Is that new foreign movies or all foreign movies? Ooh, okay. Okay, that said, I wanted to go to, where was the question? The question came in. Here, there. Oh, Robinhood. So Robinhood trading up $9.55 in leg C. And remember, I called this to be, I have to blame myself. There was just no reason on Friday where I couldn't have said, I believe that this is a B. The MACD is good. The relative strength is pulled back. Stochastics pull back under 80%. But if it goes even to 123, that's going to be really good. Well, here it is at 131.35, an all-time high. So we should have added to it right then. Never did. Leg C up 962 at 131. We do own it. We own it from the 16s, but not much left in the 16s, and I should have been adding to it right here. So it looks fabulous. That means that the support will be between... we have to go intraday. No, I don't like that. The low today was 123.78. Well, I'm going to say a close in the next Monday. Anytime this week, a close below 123 says, starting to stall. But so far, it's just fantastic. That's Robinhood. HOOD is a symbol. And what the next question was, where did it go? Oh, yeah. So we did that. AIR. So this is one I followed. And there's just so many things that you can follow and you can do things with. This is AAR Core Repair and Engineering to Aviation Government Defense Markets. So I said when I did this, and I said right here in the den, I remember doing that. I also said to subscribers, wow, this is one of those things where you read and you say, oh, that's everything that you like, right? Engineering to aviation, because, I mean, there are, even Boeing has a ton as backlog. Huge. Let me see Boeing right now. Boeing is down 4 at 217. But, this is in a different area because it's in an area, AIR, where companies have no choice but to keep up this kind of work. So it has done very nicely. It's down today 32 cents at 86.02. Big ABC, and this is leg D. I think it could be pulling back in the next couple of days, but keep an eye on it. I'll be right back. Basil Chapman, Tiger Conditions Hour. Dow's down 11, S&P's up 26.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
All right, so AAR Corporation. Yeah, doing very nicely. And as I say, I think it's just about to have a little bit of a digestive phase, but there's nothing wrong. I just think it's a little bit overboard. What was the other question? Yes. AAI. I can't remember what the question was. Go. So AAI. Yeah, so AII is at 2182. It's down 16. I just put it down, then I completely forgot. American Integrity Insurance. Yeah, I didn't do any work. A question came in. I said I would do work. I just haven't. I'm looking at it right now. Single leg A in the monthly chart. This is peak A, B, C, leg D in the weekly chart. And the daily went from, a little bit of work to do there. So so this has, you go to the lowest low, remember? Then you start your count. So that's your lowest low. Peak A, is that a 1 penny difference? 18, yep, 79. Peak A, B, then another A, B, C, 1, C2, brand new A, B, C, D, and an A, B, C, D, okay. Yeah. So this, I like this very much, but I'm going to draw this in just for the moment to say I'd be a little careful here, just a very short term at 21.82. All the technicals are looking pretty darn good in terms of 914s. All the 914s, yeah. Having a look at this pushing away from the 200. Yes, I think it's just stuck a little bit. I even see that if it goes above this high right here, the 23rd of September, if it can go over 2288, I'd be looking at the 2320 to 20. I'd look at the 2355 area as 2355 as strong resistance, but it does look to me like over the next week it's going to test the 20 level. If it goes under 20, it'll take a little bit of time to digest the gains. So that's AII, and the name is called American Integrity Insurance. Okay, I was making it. I'll come back to it tomorrow. I didn't have a chance to fully do it. Okay, and the other thing, oh, that's right. So, question about some of the silver, PAAS. Haven't looked at this for a long time. all-time high as we're looking at it today. So this is an instant restart right there, which says you've got an alternate count, E/A, F/B, G/C, and invariably after an instant restart, a G/C goes to D. And the objective is to get to D, and then you've got to be a bit careful. And there you are, G/C, and lo and behold, we hit a D at 39.55. Fabulous action. Now look at the way the MACD stalled a little bit. Look at the way the retro strength is stalled. Look at the way the stochastic is down to 73%. On balance volume's a little bit overbought, the daily. The weekly has exactly the same thing, except this is a fresh E/A, B, F/B, and a G/C. So this is still positive in the weekly chart, but a lot depends on the daily, and the daily suggests if there is a pullback, if there's a major turn down in the gold and silver, at this point, it's just done so well. I don't know what would take it to Pan American Silver to really be a major turn down. I can see a digestive phase at this point. So now what I'm looking at is this area, this candle, this ugly candle from Friday. No, this beautiful candle from Friday, which was after the ugly candle of Tuesday, I think it was, tells me that this area right here, the 9-period moving average of 37.25, that's your key support all week. If it closes under that, then I'm suggesting to you that Pan American Silver Pass is going to take a bit of a breather. It's up 39 cents right now. Weekly chart's still fabulous, and it's just a little bit overbought in the on-balance volume, but the stochastic's at 92%. That's great. So what was the other one? Pass and RGLD. RGLD, this is Royal Gold. Gosh, I haven't looked at that for some time. Oh, I used to have it all notated. What happened? All right, well, this is I don't know what to do here. This is peak A, peak B, pulls back. Under it has a peak A, peak B, and this is now a C. This is a leg C in the weekly chart. Let me just do this. It's the same sort of thing. Royal Gold, one of the really fine gold companies, AEM and Royal Gold is one that very often mentioned kind of in the same breath. We've got AEM, Agnico Eagle. So Royal Gold, just I'm talking about in the metal area. So this is a very strong, look at this single leg move from 150 to 197 in a single leg A. So I'm just going to say I'll do more work on it. I don't want to do that right now because I've got some other questions coming in about the transportation index. So I'm going to say that just off the top of my head, I don't know if this is an A or a B, or if I have to take, I'll do this because it's really important. So that's your starting point right there at about 149 or 150. This is peak. No, it didn't do it by 1 penny even. Look at that. Look at that. 161.84, 101.65. Yeah, it continued the pattern. So this is A, right here. A, B, C, instant restart D, possible. That goes to E/A. Okay, F, right there. All right, so I'm calling this F for now. Yeah, so I'm going to go through. It's almost the same thing as Pan American Silver in the sense that this break to the upside now is starting to move higher in this particular instance with much weaker technicals. So I'm just saying to you, yeah, I can see today's high is 201.00. I didn't even see round number high, 201. Just be a little careful. Round number high. So all-time high, round number high at this particular point. I think it's RGLD. I think that's an all-time high. Oh, absolutely. All-time high. Is it? Let me just squeeze this closed. Ari, that's who we used to have. I haven't heard from Avi or Ari, who used to call all the time. Royal Gold was one of his favorites, and I hope he's still got it because he traded. He positioned. He didn't trade. He positioned himself really well on this one. Now we don't have that. We have CDE, which is core mining, which went to a high today of 19.17, and we're in at 7.92. We've taken little bits off, kept core position. Fabulous action, all-time high. Beautiful action. All right, so what I want you to look at was Pan American Silver. Was there a round number at all? 39.55, no round number. Just royal gold. Very interesting. All right, next question came in. Where was it? Was that for me? RGTI. Yeah, RGTI, Rigetti, RGTI, Rigolati. We've got 30.70, down 48 cents. Yeah, taking a little bit of a digest. I said this looks like it's got the character of a leg D going to a peak D, and it still has, even though it's a C. This could become a C1, C2. I think there's a chance that it could pull back a little bit. It's fabulous, absolutely great action, but I think it's a little overboard. Watch out for 29. Must hold that. I'll be back in a moment.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hi, folks. So let me just do this before we wrap up, because it just seems so ridiculous that the market had been moving up so sharply. When, in fact, there's something that's going to happen, probably going to happen. They could be instrumental in seeing our first decent pullback in the market or a continuation pattern. So it's a moment, a pivotal moment right here. So let me just do this. I had a question just as we were going to the break about symbolic end-to-end AI robotic warehouse automation systems. Done very nicely from the 42 low that was made back in August. It went all the way to 61.23 peak D. Then it pulled back. But look, the 9-period moving average hasn't turned negative yet. and the price is popping up again, up $1.58 to 53.72. So we're actually in this. We've been in once before for really good gains, and we're trying again to get in. We are in. We'll see. It had good gains before we took something off. Very nice. So let me just finish this up. So let me just go through the numbers. So the Dow right now is down 14 at 46,233. The QQQ is up 521, almost at a new all-time high. The S&P is also up. It's given back a little bit of the gains, but still up very nicely. So the market at this point is ignoring, but you can see from the right side, there's a little bit of weakness, but that 9-period moving average is still strong. So to get this negative, you're going to have to see a really sharp pullback. I haven't done anything yet today, or we'll see what happens. We're prepared that we will take some insurance, but you've got to be prepared. Something shaky could happen, right? And that's what I'm saying. So the Dow is down. If it gets down to, by the end of the day, if it's down over 100, that's kind of very negative. Not very. It's a negative. Much more than that is very negative. But the S&P is very important. It's up 26. If it actually goes negative later in the day, that just is on standby. Hold. Don't overdo any long positions. Have patience. You'll get. I mean, things like Robinhood. It's just so unusual. Other things are going on. What, to be almost 10 points up on a day like this? That's something different. So treat this. Look at your portfolio and treat everything that you're looking at. Go through each one and just sector